Yo, yo, yo. I'll do a real quick and dirty episode. Let's see. All right. Gonna make this quick. Nobody jumps in. Summary so far. STE College Football 25, Season 2. Let's talk about Season 1, how it ended. Don't have the screenshot of the bracket, but basically, Ohio State beats Tennessee. We brought out the new scheme, the man defense. We clamped his ass, but he'll be back. We'll talk about Tennessee later. Then I play Colorado. Colorado wasn't clapping his ass. He had the video game phenom. I think the one that plays both ways, Travis, whatever his name is. He's fighting really fast, and he hit those drags, and he survived a great Ohio State team and coaching. So he goes to the championship game. Miami and Boston College, they had a really good game. They played tight. Boston College was like 20 for 20. He wasn't throwing no incompletions. He went for a jet sweep, got stopped. It was like 30, it was like 28-28. And then he ends up giving up a score. He also throws a pick six. So he loses to Miami. Boston College loses to Miami. Same conference. They were like in the court in the conference finals. So yeah, the ACC is looking strong. Big Ten had one in the semis. Big 12 had one in the semis that beat the Big Ten guy. So it's Big 12 ACC finals championship game. KG is the ACC representative, and Freeman was the Big 12 representative. They're homies, New York boys. So um, Freeman claps KG's ass, destroyed him, put him over his lap, and spanked him. KG wasn't, it's not like 50% energy level of the past KG. So he took the loss as good as you can. It was a beatdown. Miami lost to Colorado. But KG did have a great recruiting class, so you can expect him to be back. And Colorado, he had a lot of computer games. He had the Heisman winner. I think it was the receiver, but I can't be for sure. It was either the receiver or quarterback. Both of them were in the mix. I think it was the receiver though, because he was probably catching like 6 TDs, 400 yards a game. That's season one. Colorado won. He got his STE mug, so he can pour some drink in there when he's playing. He can stun on y'all. He'll SCE champ, and yeah, so that's that. That was season one. And also we had Clemson part of season one, or not Clemson, Ole Miss, Penn State, all these young guns. These Penn State was like 17. Um, Ole Miss was like 21. They were talking hella shit, saying they were gonna win the league. Penn State got clapped in the first round, and then the other guy he lost to Notre Dame. Actually, it was Notre Dame in the semis versus Boston College. So but Ole Miss, the young dude that said he was gonna win the league, he lost to Notre Dame. He blamed it on the sun, the reflection, the glare from the from the video game that both of them experienced, by the way. It wasn't like one guy had glare and one guy didn't. They both had, the reflective bowl game, okay? Now, it's some people say it was a glitch. I feel like the game programmed it like that on purpose, all right? So, so that's what happened. Notre Dame beat Ole Miss, played great defense, made him throw picks, disguised his defenses, and that's all it took for Ole Miss to not know what the hell was going on. He just simply did some disguising. So he's up here thinking that he's seeing one thing, and so he just basically playing off pre-snap reads, but then he don't know what's coming, and he ends up throwing a pick. So that's what happened to him, and he just lost interest. So Ole Miss he moved up on out of here, and so did Penn State. I think they're mad, not sure if they're gonna last, but we'll see. So we got a new Ole Miss guy, the head coach that was at Northern Illinois. He saw the opening. He took the job. He booked it out of Northern Illinois after he lost to San Diego State, and he went to Ole Miss. So that's a little coaching carousel going on. Users moving around. Um, Also, the league has been talking. The league front office, the league commissioner, the league owner, aka Primo, has been talking to himself and thinking about realignment. And we got some ideas out there. I'll either post the preview for the divisions in an announcement later, or I will do a show with the Gators. We're supposed to have been doing a show. He's got a little setup that we're gonna have. We're supposed to have, some maybe weekly shows or something, but my life's been pretty busy. Got a lot going on. Living that co-parenting life now, so we'll see how that goes with my free time and stuff. But here we are. So we got maybe a show coming up later, or I just posting the announcements. But that's kind of what's been going on. So it's going to be some realignment. Some conferences going to shrink. Some conferences going to grow. Some teams going to move. So we're going to try to bring back the Pac-12. We're going to make the Big 12 more of a Texas conference. So it's going to be like Texas and Oklahoma on one side, maybe even divisions, Texas, Oklahoma on one side, the rest of the messy whatever on the other side, like Colorado on them. We could we got to move some teams in the Big Ten out of it, obviously, that to remake the Pac-12. And other teams from all over. San Diego State might join the Pac-12. It's been proposed. We've been talking about that. 2 years in, looks like San Diego State about to be back-to-back Mountain West champs, so they got some prestige. They're trying to build up and go to a conference that's going to be remade, and if the Pac-12 is going to be remade, they want to have a bunch of teams that you know got some names on them. So San Diego State's kind of making a name for themselves over the last 2 years in STE. So they might be in the Pac-12, but obviously Oregon, USC, all those teams are going back too. SEC, Georgia had a rough year one, but year two, Georgia's doing things. He took out Auburn, and that was some would call that an upset. But yeah, week zero, Kansas was out of town, so that's a sim. Week one, look at that. Boston College doing work, beat Florida, but then he ended up losing somehow to somebody else. And as you can see right now, he's the number 17 team in the land, and Florida's number 13, but he beat Florida. So losing early is better than losing later. That's for sure. Tennessee destroyed Oregon, making the SEC very strong and weakening the Big Ten. Oregon fell out. Or at the time, Oregon was top 10 team. Got destroyed. This is a sim. Syracuse couldn't even reach out, so he wasn't on it. He didn't deserve it. So those were the early user games. Me and Texas, it was a tough one, but Ohio State came out victorious. We We clamped him later into the game. I think it was 7-0, and then we scored 24 unanswered. Um, Texas Tech beating the CPU. We love playing the CPU. This was a user game at the time, but then so Northern Illinois lost, but then they ended up taking the Ole Miss job, the different Ole Miss right there. So yeah, that's what happened then. There wasn't really much going on. Week two, Michigan beat Oklahoma, so that's a plus for the Big Ten over the SEC. But that OU team might go back to the Big 12, beat that up. We'll see. We got nothing else really happened in this week. Tennessee destroyed Kentucky because that's what Tennessee does. He's on the revenge tour after losing to me in the playoffs. He was probably fuming losing to his fellow Ohio State fan. But since I feel like since he playing Ohio State, he looking at his team that he likes. He don't really want to beat Ohio State, so that's why he lost to me. But I think slowly but surely he's gonna get over his Ohio State fandom and start he's gonna start trying to beat me. Yeah, I praised you, Baker, man. I praised you, man. I was saying how dominant you were against Miami. You were 18 for 18 in the bowl game at the time, but then you choked it away with the jet sweep and the pick six, and the rest was history. So yeah, it was early on. It was early on. You know that Boston College is crazy. And then you beat Florida in week one, and then you lose to whoever, but now Florida's ranked higher than you, and you both have one loss, or he has two losses, and you have one loss, but you beat him, and he's somehow ranked higher than you. So the rankings is jacked. Add the Discord server, so we can add the Discord server. Yeah, let me see. Let me see what I can do before these kids wake up and I end this shit. I dropped like 15 spots after losing. Yeah, that's what did you in. Yeah, you lost, but like Florida, he lost too, but he's losing the better team, so he's getting it. Like, hey, you drop three spots, but you lose to some terrible team or unranked team, it's wrecks you, man. And you don't get credit for beating. You don't get credit for beating a good team because, like in TML, I just destroyed Michigan, right? But because I lost to the computer Indiana, who wasn't ranked, I can't get back in the rankings. But Michigan's still ranked. Like Michigan somehow is like ranked, I think 17 or something like that. But he was like number four when I beat him. I should jumped him. I should because and I destroyed Michigan. It wasn't like a close game. Like the game retarded. And then until now I'm on a revenge tour. I'm destroying the computer. I'm running up the score, everything. So I need to get back in the ranking because I can't believe that playing at 5 a.m. in the morning against goddamn computer, I can't fucking super sim. And I'm like, all right, I gotta get to work. So I'm going for two, and then they obviously, you know, they had that play dead to rights. So it was whatever. What is he talking about? Set the pods, add the Discord. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you talking about like put the. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, I should do something like that. Let me see something really quick. I gotta put this. Oh yeah, so anybody watching, y'all can just join the voice chat in the Discord if y'all want to chime in. So yeah, but I mean, I already went over a little bit about season one. I'm just kind of going through season two week by week. Notre Dame got clapped by KG. Not too bad though. Just doubled them up. Um, yeah, so that's that. Oh yeah, Rutgers moved to Michigan State. because Rutgers is the team is probably moving to the ACC, and the user he wanted to go against Michigan, and the Michigan coach. He's got something personal going on, so that's what's going on with Michigan State having the user again.
What up, Primo?
What up? What up, Johnny? Yeah, I was just saying that you don't wanna beat Ohio State. That's why you lost in the playoffs to me.
I couldn't be
You don't want to
big
see
Irish,
Ohio
man. It was
State
the wildest
lose.
thing.
You don't want to see Ohio State lose. I
Yeah.
understand. I understand.
Nah, I was definitely rooting for Ohio State to bring it home, though.
For sure, for sure. I choked, man. That was my shot too. It's all
We
good.
got
I'm getting better.
man, that
I'm
team is
I'm getting better. No, no, he played well. Just the drags, and I guess he had 99 speed. I didn't even realize the dude was so fast. So drags with 99 speed,
yeah.
and
I mean,
he's like a cover athlete,
yeah
man.
too.
I think he's a cover athlete. I think he might have been one of the ones. I don't know, but you know, they get extra beef and juice. But
Yeah, like I watched some of his streams before, and like no matter what, Travis Hunter was always open. Like didn't
uh,
matter like what it was. Like he just always was open. So
so he
it was
lost.
gonna be a tough out.
So he lost him and Shador Sanders, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
so we'll see how he does with them. I mean, he's still gonna be. It's all right. He's a pretty good user. So that's why
yeah.
we'll
Like
see
he'll
what
still
he
be
does
fine.
with
Like,
against
he's still gonna
Utah.
win the Big 12 this year.
Yeah. All right. Did Notre Dame lost to Boston College too? Utah's barely handling
Yeah,
business against Wyoming. Oh boy.
yeah.
I might have
That
to
was
change my pick. No, I'm just kidding. I pick Colorado anyways.
yeah. That was tough for Notre Dame, like having KG and Baker back to
I
back.
love it. I love it. Just like real life, man. I love it. You don't want to be in a conference? Go fuck off. Get out of the playoffs, man. You know, they can skate around and try to take a spot, man. We don't even know who they playing really, but now that, now we know
Yeah,
they playing real teams. So, like, not in real life. In real life, they
I
playing
think.
cupcake. But in this league, it just so happens that a lot of the teams he's starting to have on the schedule are really good teams, really good CPU. Just it's
Yeah,
rough. So it's kind of like to the point where Notre Dame should contemplate going in the conference because that way you
yeah,
could
for
just
real.
get
I
into it
mean,
because you mess around and get the toughest schedule and not have a conference, you shit out of luck. But hey,
yeah.
that's the glory of
And I
being
think in
Notre
some
Dame.
ways it hurts too in recruiting in some ways because he doesn't even get like the conference prestige. Like he
Yeah,
does as a zero. So you're
his is a
nothing for
zero.
that.
Okay, that's dope. So yeah, what do you
Yeah,
mean?
like it's nothing, you know.
Perfect. But yeah, so
If I was
if he
him, I know
joined the
you talked
conference.
about bringing the Pac-12 back. Like he should join the Pac-12.
He could, or he could go ACC or Big Ten. You know, Big Ten, the big conference welcomes Notre Dame. We want the prestigious historic school, and
Yeah,
we've already got Indiana and Purdue, so it's a good fit. So I'm selling him. I'm sure
that's
ACC
true.
would sell
That's
him
true.
because I mean, yeah, bring it because I mean the SEC's got their little thing on, and I would love to have more user games anyway. So, but I'll leave it up to him. I don't mind if he wants to stay independent. But obviously, with that being said, we don't. I'm pretty sure that we can't do any custom schedules. So what we get is what we get.
Not
Because
right now.
no, unless there's some major
Not until they
patch,
fix that somehow.
or they might say you
Yeah,
have to restart it. I'm not trying to restart this. We'll just have to do it next
no,
cycle or
that's
something.
stupid.
Next cycle we can get customs. But right now we might. I'm really thinking that I'm gonna break these conferences up, and I know you've seen what I proposed in the mid chat,
Yeah,
but you know I might save that to post for everybody for a little later because I know Florida's got this little STE pod that we want to get started, and he's got it like more of a podcast setup, so I might save it for
okay.
this show. But as far as this season, week 3, not a lot happened. Syracuse almost beat Clemson, which set us up for
Yeah,
the
that
week.
was wild.
That was very wild. So that was a high score game, 50-47. At the time, Clemson's undefeated. Syracuse is like 1-3 at the time. It's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah,
So then, like
I
everybody's
know.
eyebrows start to go up. Like, whoa, I guess Clemson ain't who we thought they were.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
sets
Clemson was undefeated until they lost to
yeah,
Oklahoma
which
State.
sets up for the next week's
So I
game.
thought he was legit.
Yeah, which sets up for the next game. You know, he was so week 4. Clemson, I think, played Coastal. You know, this is I think
At
Coastal
Coastal too, I
at
think.
Coastal. Coastal's I think this is Coastal's first user game of the cycle.
Yeah.
And that was a barn burner. So like I think it was like a minute left or the 30 seconds left or something like that. Coastal's down like well I don't know what the score was. I think it was he scored a touchdown, so it was 24-27. He's down 3. So he ends up being 31 um 27. So then Clemson gets the ball back. There was a pick six or whatever. It's 38. The final was 38-27. So I put Coastal on the map. I mean, obviously they were a pretty good team, but they didn't make it to their conference championship game last year because they lost to Appalachian State. But the program is of all the Sun Belt programs is the best in recruiting by far. It was top 50 program last year, and right now is pacing top 40, top 20, no top
Yeah.
25. He was top 25. He was 24
Yeah,
last month.
he's
So
top 25. He stole that game. That game, he flipped the receiver that I had the lead on. He flipped him after that game and took him from me.
yeah, and
Pretty
and
good.
Tennessee, by the way, is the greatest recruiting team right now with like you know, or no, or is that your Ohio State team? That might be your one of them. You have like all 5 stars. No, it's Tennessee. I think
I
you have
have
like 9.
Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee's all 5 stars.
It's ridiculous. So you're only going for 5 stars, which it doesn't really show in the ranking because you're not the number one recruiting class. But for
Yeah,
users, for people, us that are looking, we know that shit's gonna hurt when we play it. A 5 star team
yeah,
once they grow
yeah.
into it. It
Because
might be 2 or 3 years out,
most of them are
but
pretty good too. They all have pretty solid abilities too to start, so they should be good. Like they should be like at least like 79 or 80 overalls to start,
that's the thing though.
which
You're
is
recruiting so good that they might redshirt. They might not break the lineup because the year before you
well,
still had a lot of players. I think you had maybe what 30 something coming in, and they're all like 5 and 4s,
yeah,
maybe a couple threes.
yeah. I think a lot of them are going to redshirt because the last class will step up. Because I've already had to play a few from this class that I didn't want to play, but they're better than what was on the base roster. Like they didn't improve at all
Right.
from the off season. So a lot of guys didn't improve as much as I would hope. So like I've got like my quarterback's a sophomore, my running back's a sophomore, receivers. My top one receiver is a true freshman, and then I got like 2 starting freshmen O linemen as well. So I mean the roster is pretty low compared to other ones. Like playing Alabama is tough because his roster's freaking loaded.
Yeah.
I feel like George is going to be the same. Like he doesn't have to do as much. Like just don't mess it up, and
Yeah.
you'll be
They
okay.
got the top. What top? They're both top 5 teams overall. 91 and
Yeah,
92.
because
I don't know what teams are better than that, honestly.
roster wise, like they have the 2 best rosters.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Alabama has a quarterback, but he just kept outrunning all of my defensive ends. Like no matter what, like, if there was a container or not, he just broke the pocket and ran every time.
Must be some young freshman scrambler.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so also what happened in week 4, Florida and Miami didn't play because there was some confusion on the verbiage that was used in the chat. And, I just want to confirm everybody was on board that obviously, Miami missed the time, but I think he thought that Florida alluded to being able to play the next day, but it turned out Florida was busy or preoccupied, he's not going to prioritize the game and he can't commit to something in the future when he was already committed and scheduled. So he said, go ahead and give me the 4 so he could focus on his family, etc. Miami wasn't liking that though.
Yeah,
So Miami blew up the
I mean,
jet.
yeah, it's not. My thought is like in most cases, if you're set to play, like, and it's like that time, and you're like, I can't play. Like you've already, like that guy's already scheduled his entire day around like that point. I was
Right.
like, okay, well, I'm supposed to play now, and then it's like, well, I can't play. If it was like maybe a few hours beforehand, like I kind of get it. But if it's like that time, and you're like, hey, I'm ready. Oh, I'm not playing. Like it's kind of like, hey, man, you kind of left me in the wind here. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like KG just gonna have like we just have to eat that one. Like
Oh, he gonna
miss
eat
the
it
time and then yeah,
for
it
sure.
sucks, but I think it happens. Like, we're all gonna miss games at times. Like, life happens.
Exactly.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. I
We
mean,
do
it
this for
sucks.
fun.
He thinks. I mean, I guess Miami was undefeated at the time. Maybe he wanted to run the table like his boy Colorado did. But it's not for the season, and it is what it is. I mean, he's still recruiting pretty good
I
because
mean,
I mean he has 4 or 5 99 speed cornerbacks coming in.
that's wild.
I wasn't
That's
really
so wild.
hunting. I've
I
been
don't even
so
know how you
busy.
find them.
I'd have been so busy. He's got to be scouting corners, man, and he's just probably just throwing scallies on everybody else. He's like, whatever, I don't care, but I'm looking for the fast corners, and so he probably prioritized that. He scouted it. He probably
I don't know
he
how you
got
do that
maxed
because I
out.
haven't found.
So he's spending what? Is it 20 points to unlock it? 2 clicks and you get to see it. So 20 points on the corner. He
Yeah.
probably went through all the ones that he kind of figured that are possible. He probably went based on man to man. I don't know. I didn't even look at his team or how he did it, but I know he put some thought into it and he had to have scouted because you can't just, he's not guessing. I mean, unless he nerded out to the point where he knows exactly the right height, weight combinations to make it 99 speed guaranteed. I don't
Yeah.
there's
Be
some
wild.
patterns out there, but it's not. I could figure out no way you could
Yeah,
just
it's tough to
guess
still
that.
figure out the algorithm this early.
Uh, but hey, he got him, and it is the right pipeline. Florida naturally has fast corners, and so he
Yeah,
ate
that's
he
true.
ate
He's
there
in
for sure.
Florida.
Yeah, so he ate. But then week 5, what happened? That's when San Diego State beat Northern Illinois. Then Northern Illinois coach said, "You know what? I am gonna take that Ole Miss job." So he jetted out. He jetted out. I beat the CPU. Let me see. Was any big user
Little
games?
stud.
Texas, and Georgia. It's a 3-point game. Georgia beat him. That's kind of when people started, saying, "Okay, Georgia, okay." So he's undefeated still at that point, and he is undefeated still, and he's going to be playing Tennessee. Yours truly, Johnny, and one of the games of the weeks, and he's projected to lose by 17 or 18 or so we'll see how that
Hey,
goes. Though a
I
lot,
do that at
not
home.
everybody's universally picking Tennessee. Some people are picking Georgia, so it could be an interesting one. I
Well,
personally,
I am
I
the home
personally
team
pick
this time,
Tennessee,
so
but like you said, Georgia is the better roster. A lot of the stuff that Tennessee is pulling off against even rosters won't work. So we'll see. And then
yeah,
again,
yeah,
the stylistically, we're gonna see. It's gonna be, can you stop the run? Can you or and can he stop your passing? Veer and shoot offense.
yeah.
Um,
I think he'll be able to. It's just similar to real life where Georgia has the front line to be able to stop it. Like most teams don't have the front four or front six, whatever, to stop the run game, and he'll have that because like Alabama did too. Like they were able to shed a lot.
oh yeah,
Still wasn't able to stop it completely, but on a lot of times, like when you're on the road too, I can't audible. Like I can see a light box or he's going heavy box, and I want to check to a pass. I couldn't audible to it because I'm on the road and my
that's true.
quarterback can't audible, so
That's
I'm
true.
just stuck. So and I'll be at home.
Oh yeah, so that'll help a little bit. And then week 5, Penn State played Nebraska. Nebraska was a new coach. They have found this coach that he was a bum off the street, and somewhere this guy Javi, we just found him.
Yes.
Nebraska just found him. They're like, hey, he was an unknown coach, and then he came in. He played Penn State, and he beat him 35-7. And this was a new Penn State user because the other one, faded away. But he was still it was a ranked team. I think he was top. I think it was 4 at the time, undefeated, but wasn't. But so Penn State had a new coach too, and then Nebraska get the big win. I think Nebraska ended up dropping to the CPU a couple weeks later, so he's not ranked, but he was claiming the new coach said that he was going to win the Big Ten. So we'll see how that works. I keep saying the Big Ten, but I
He
guess it's
claims
just the
he's gonna win
big.
everything.
Yeah, I still call it the Big Ten, but it's really the big, I guess. Nebraska ain't winning everything. That's out of the question. But I am known to choke, so it's possible he could somehow beat Ohio State. I doubt it though, but I think I got to
Yeah,
choke.
I mean, I think you'll probably win.
And plus, I'm gonna play him in A&M and Oklahoma too. I think, or no, or maybe I will in the championship game if I make it and he makes it. But Notre Dame lost to Arkansas. It was a close one, 30-38. So, I mean, Notre Dame's getting all the users, and he's rough start 4-4, but two more wins, and he can go to the bowl game.
Yeah,
Probably not the
I think
playoffs.
Arkansas is probably the. I think Arkansas is probably actually the number 2 team in the SEC.
That's valid. That's valid. It's a lot of SEC's got a lot of teams that kind of like right there. Auburn's got a new young quarterback, but Auburn's got some hands in the past. And then Alabama's got the roster, so it's like, eh, maybe users get. I mean, Arkansas don't have the roster just yet. I mean, he's coming up. He did a really good
Yeah,
job recruiting
yeah,
the first. I think he's doing pretty good right now
and
too.
he's Auburn. I would say Auburn and Arkansas, but a lot of the guys that I like, they were able to get from me because I was focusing on the 5 stars. So a lot of 4 stars that I like, they're probably just as good as a 5 star. They scoop. So
Yeah, I mean it's a
the
big
team's gonna
it's
be good.
recruiting is a funny game. Sometimes you get infatuated with one player and you kind of like you sacrifice four just to get the one. But so it's like, but either way,
Yeah, exactly.
as long as the users are starting to rise up, they're gonna and the CPU can get the fuck out of here. I hate the CPU, but anyways, Utah and Kansas
Yeah, I think
played.
users generally knock out the CPUs when
Yeah,
it comes to recruiting.
sometimes Washington, like if Oregon does bad, a CPU team like Washington is in the top 10. It's because like when they're not doing good as a user, that's supposed to be easily beating the computer because the computer doesn't really push you like a user will. A user's gonna fill up the points. Computer just I don't know what they're doing in their algorithm, but you can beat them easily. But week 5, that's kind of what happened. Then, yeah, Nebraska lost to Maryland. It was a high score game,
That's wild.
59-67. Craziness. Virginia Tech beat
And maybe if he
Florida
played,
State.
maybe if he played defense, maybe he would have won too. Because
I,
he
you
only had
know,
50
it
something points to the computer.
yeah, sometimes, but hey, he got the stats that he wanted. It's all good. It's all good. It's his team, his program.
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
There's no really big games. Boston College destroyed SMU 45-7. That's a user game, so keep that in your memory logs if SMU shows up again. Syracuse lost to
Or
Notre
champ.
Dame. Yeah, champ. Champ is, that spread might be 42. So we'll see. Syracuse and Notre Dame. Notre Dame won, so Ole Miss and Georgia. I think yeah, that was your boy, I think, on Ole Miss then. Maybe not. But 14 to
No, that was
45.
computer.
That was
That was a
computer.
computer.
Okay. Yeah, Georgia
Yeah,
got him 45-14. So, and then
yeah. He
Tennessee.
said he played the whole game too.
Yeah, he's getting the old man. He's getting better. The much That's one thing about us old people. The
Yeah,
more we play, the better we get. The young guys they come out early, they win the cycle early. But us old guys, when we finally get our fucking plays and our favorites, and we work through the playbooks like 6 to 12 weeks into the cycle, we're ready. But because obviously we don't have that much time at the beginning with the people with
no,
kids and
absolutely
stuff.
not. Yeah,
So it gets harder, especially if
yeah.
you're running a league or you're multiple leagues and you're just running around. There's a lot to run around. But yeah, Tennessee beat Florida by 2 scores. So Tennessee, yeah, running through anybody so far. A&M lost to LSU. Ooh, but LSU's ranked again, so that's something.
So maybe he's back.
Maybe. And then
I think he only won like 1 or 2 games last year.
yeah, but he's 4-2 now, ranked 25 in the nation. Michigan
Nice.
Michigan, undefeated Michigan. So he started the season unranked. Now he's 9, undefeated, 7-0. He beat Oregon, but Oregon's been just falling, falling,
Terrible.
falling,
They're
falling.
bad.
But the roster is
They're
good.
bad.
The
I
roster
know
is
the
good.
Warriors roster is loaded.
Yeah, so Miami destroyed ranked Indiana 72-17. KG was mad. He's like, I'm gonna show you Super Sims. What is it about? Nobody cares, KG. Go ahead, Super Sim all you
If
like.
that's what you want to do, yeah, it
I'm
doesn't
not
matter.
stopping anybody. I don't care. Score 120. Go ahead. It's not
Yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
change
I beat the
anything.
computer while playing. I played the whole game. I won like 84-0
Yeah,
with
well,
playing the whole game.
we'll get more users and maybe the conference realignment. Maybe we get lucky, less computer games. We'll see.
Yeah,
But Coastal's still doing his thing, beating the Sun Belt, and Week 7, Texas Tech beating Houston. Good on them. Oklahoma barely beat Texas. Miami destroys
What's Texas Tech ranked now?
24.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, 4-2 with two losses. So that's, I mean, he's a two-loss team and he's still ranked. So I mean, the game he's
That's
starting
good.
off the preseason ranking higher, so he can afford to lose more. And
That's good.
plus, the Big 12 just won the Natty, so their conference prestige is going up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They just need more, so they just need more top tier teams to join back.
Yeah, and they got a lot that are still ranked, like Utah, Texas Tech. Once they add
That's
Oklahoma
true. I forgot about Utah.
and Texas, yeah, because Utah's a user too. So once they add Oklahoma and Texas, boom, it's gonna be like legit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
Texas Tech said he just lost. Like, I guess he must have lost week
Okay.
8,
Yeah,
so
I
he's
didn't
about to
miss that
drop
game
out.
then.
And then Tennessee destroys Syracuse. Syracuse is 1-6 though, but Tennessee beat them 52-7, and Syracuse only lost what 47-50 to
Clemson.
Clemson, and Clemson I think might be still
Yeah.
ranked. So this just really putting the SEC like more like of a dominant conference. So yeah, it's gonna lose some steam when
He's,
I move
yeah, it's
the
gonna lose
Texas
some.
teams back to Big 12. San Diego State just survived in 24-21 over Nevada. Woo! We'll see if he's ready for Pac-12. Auburn beating undefeated. That's good. Kentucky gets destroyed by Georgia this year. Last year was a closer game, but Georgia still is victorious. So, but
He's getting better, man. Solo's getting better.
hey, yeah, he is getting better. So, I mean, hey, him and Kentucky's gonna have their fun over the cycle. Kentucky's always trolling him about the nuts and everything. So, that's a
Yeah,
nice little
yeah.
rivalry
And,
they got going.
and Kentucky's good on offense. Like honestly, like Speck's good on offense because he only plays offense, so he's good at making the threes. He just doesn't play defense.
I
So
like how you put
if
that
you
because
don't
he
practice
doesn't play.
defense,
I mean, I don't have to practice defense. I know how to play defense, but so yeah, Spec, he's having his fun, man. He's had the years of grinding these college football and Madden leagues for 20 something years. So he was doing it before,
yeah,
like he was doing it on the forums. So he's old school. But
he's real old then.
he's 50. So, I mean, not
All
old. It's
right,
all
yeah.
relative.
I mean, he's had a generation on us.
He got a decade on us, a little bit
Yeah,
more,
for sure,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
Oregon and Nebraska. Nebraska destroyed Oregon, and then neither of them are ranked. So the Big Ten got to get it together. But Oregon, we booted Oregon out of the conference. They're starting to pull us down. You got to go.
Bro,
You're going to the
he's been
Pac-12.
bad.
Get back to the
He needs to be
Pac-12.
elite with just yeah. He needs to be in a conference with just Madden players. All they do is play Madden.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, it's a great program. It's an easy turnaround if he does bow
Oh, for
out or
sure. There would
whatever.
be so many people that would love to have that program.
Especially in the Pac-12 remade. That's an easy rebuild.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
SMU and Clemson. Clemson destroyed SMU. Whew. Texas A&M and Arkansas. Texas A&M beat Arkansas. So there's that.
Wow,
For you
wow. I
guys,
would not
don't
expected that.
sleep on Texas A&M guys.
Wow, I am
Yeah,
shocked by that.
yeah. It was 14-6. It was close. Um,
Is Old Trusty still running the last guy? I haven't played him in a couple years. Before he was only running option routes like the running back
yeah,
style.
I didn't see what he's running in the college, but yeah, he used to love just the option routes, everything option routes. He's
Yeah,
very unique. I
everything.
like
The run
the
issue is perfect for
it might be what he's doing. I don't know. But like old people sometimes we don't got time to make all these fancy rushes. But he was hyped to start, he's more into it. He's recruiting pretty good. From what I saw, I
him.
think he
Yeah,
was
he
top
is.
10 or
He
top
is.
15 class last year, and he's doing it again. So he's a Texas is a good state to recruit. He's stealing from
Yeah,
Texas. Texas is kind of he's kind of having that Mac Brown, like post Mac Brown, where they kind of
yeah.
dip
He
a little
fell
bit.
off.
He's going
Yeah,
into that range again. So we'll see.
yeah.
But
He's definitely fell off from recruiting.
oh yeah, he's not. Like, if you Texas, you got to be top 10 in recruiting. It's no
I agree.
excuses.
It's a given.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what happened. West Virginia beat Colorado So he lost to a CPU, but still in the mix. He's got a big game coming up. And yeah, Texas. This I think what we're week 8 right now, and let me see. Texas Tech said he just lost. I want to see what he lost by. He lost to Arizona State 28-18. Tough, tough, tough. You know, the pride comes before the fall. Texas Tech, you shouldn't be losing the computer. But hey, he's got pride. Some people refuse to super sim. You don't even have to play the game. You can just sim. I don't even.
Yeah, man. I mean,
It's about the
I
build.
bought the game to play the full game. So, yeah, I want to build my team and I want to play and I want to live through the experience, like the full, season and everything. So, I just have more user games than other people because we're in the
Shadow
SEC.
Monkey.
So,
It's
I
not
get it.
about
So,
being. It's not about Shadow Monkey. Said I'm a man. That's why I'm a man. I'm 40. That's why I'm playing the CPU. Get out of here.
yeah.
No.
I mean, it's true. Like I feel like I'm kind of cheating if I don't play defense because I know defense is much harder.
Okay. So
Because there's
so
some games.
here's my take. Here's why I first off the computer cheats. They don't play real football. They break the physics. They push your people down. They make your blockers run into you. They make my players block for them. When my people are pursue, they don't pursue. Like if they really need to score, they will literally dumb out your DB and make them run around so they can just like let the running back get a free lane to the like they cheat all the time. So obviously I have no problem with people cheating them. You know, they're not going to complain anyways. They're here to cheat and make
They're not
you
gonna play. Yeah.
right. So, but you want to throw bombs and drags
Yeah.
all day, go for it. He said, I hear a lot of excuses.
Yeah.
These aren't excuses. I'm just telling you the reasons. Reasons why it's okay. Because they're not humans. I don't care. And you're going to, the AIs in 5, 10 years, you're going to wish that it's all humans. Because it's going to be just a bunch of AIs and stuff just running the world. AIs and Transformers, okay?
And
All
we're
right.
Primo to tuck this to iRobot out of us just saying we want to play the computer.
The reasons why you choose to duck the computer. I'm not ducking the computer.
Computer's
Oh, the
tough, man.
comment.
The computer can be tougher than some of the users that
Hey,
play.
they
Just
can be.
saying.
They can be. Hey, I play the computer in your league. You know, I play by the rules. It's all about relaxation. You know, it's not ducking.
Yeah.
It's stress levels in life. Do I need to add stress because I'm a kind of person that gets aggravated when I lose to computer because it's like they cheated me. I feel cheated. They're not good. I have to play a certain way. It's like I kind of figured out how to play defense against the computer, but it's gross. I'm not gonna talk about it. But I don't like playing like that. I like it's not enjoyable, but it's like you can make them throw passes earlier than they want to based on what you do on defense. And I didn't know like they were so consistently doing it based on what I'm doing. Like, but if you're playing like obviously if I can't do like how I like to play around versus users like playing on certain zones, cheating out of zones, knowing that they won't.
Yeah,
Computer
you can't
just
do that.
no, you can't do a computer because they'll just boom. They see everything.
They'll know.
They'll know. Users they don't know. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I think
yeah,
what's helped me sometimes is like guessing the running pass. Like that's helped a little bit versus that and blitzing. Like I'll blitz a lot versus computer because they won't adjust as well as like a human will block a running back. Like they can tell.
for sure. And
Like
and
they're
that, and
just
that and that's not like I'm not against computer games for that reason. Like they say people hate scheduling. Yeah. Obviously if we had all computer games we would have no scheduling. But at the same time, we're still here to play humans eventually. I got kicked out of my own guy.
yeah.
Oh, inactivity. Okay. That's silliness. I guess I'm just sitting here talking too much. They said, get the hell out of here. All right, but
Right.
yeah,
You're allowed to just say it.
yeah, I can't just sit on the schedule. I guess I'd actually be playing. But yeah, I'm not telling anybody to stop playing computer. Y'all can play computer as much as y'all want. I'm just telling you, it's an option to not make with it what you will. No, Madden is I like the little setup of the every week's a playoff game minus computer games, of course, because fuck the computer. But yeah. So yeah, and so now we got some big games coming up. I think it's what, week 8, no, week 9.
Mhm.
It's our first games of the week. We got some spreads to talk about. Um, well, obviously Georgia at Tennessee's a big one. Tennessee's a 17-point favorite. I picked Tennessee. Obviously, you were forced to pick Tennessee.
Hey, I ain't got a choice.
You don't have a
Whatever he's
choice.
still lined is what I got to shoot for.
Exactly. So you're going in there like trying to get that. I mean, obviously you just want to play for the win, but you also want to get that attribute point. So if you
Yeah.
want any chance of doing that, your best chances is to go ahead and get those points. So it's the end of the game. You're up 14. Do what you got to do. Get over that 17 and a half, which is score again. So
I win by 3 scores. I got
you
it.
got to win by 18, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my
Win for
point
two.
riding on it too. And then we got Florida and A&M, Texas A&M.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we've gone through the schedule. You kind of see Texas A&M has done some things. He beat some people that
Yeah, yeah. I haven't played Texas A&M, but
they're both two
I
loss
would probably
teams.
pick him. Yeah, I mean, I
But
think it'll be close. I think it'll
Florida,
be close
Florida's
regardless.
ranked. It's going to be close. It could be close, but it could. I could also see it going in Florida's favor. Like how the things. And sometimes people lose. They lose by a
Yeah,
lot, and sometimes like my game versus Michigan. Like you might have thought it would have been a close game, but then all of a sudden things get out of hand. So that's one thing.
yeah.
So yeah, I picked.
Florida would throw some picks. So I mean, but I don't know about Trusty. I don't know his pick level, his interception level, because the turnovers is the key. Who's the home team?
A&M, A&M.
Oh yeah, I'm going A&M.
You about to
That
flip?
field,
All right, you
that
better.
field is tough, bro.
A&M is the loudest field in the game, I
Yeah,
believe. I think they have the biggest home field advantage in the
yeah, it's
game.
tough.
Yeah, it is tough, but he's
Yeah,
unranked.
it's
Florida's
tough
number
playing on the road.
13, so we'll see how that goes if they even play it, because you never know. Sometimes people's schedules don't match. Um,
Hopefully they play.
Hopefully, Clemson and Boston College. It's a big game, but I got Boston College winning
Who's
by now Clemson is ranked higher, so this
who's
is
the home team?
Boston College is home.
Boston College.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say by at least 14.
Well, I think that's a spread. I think I put it at 14. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. I'll take the over. I'll take Boston
Yeah, so
fourteen
he got to
plus.
win by 15 though. So we'll see.
Yeah,
He
he got it.
he
He
got
got
it.
it.
He got it. He'll go for two.
If Baker got all the trick plays, he'll come out like if
He
it's
got the
14.
trick plays.
He's up by 14 in the fourth.
I know he's
He's
coming
gonna
out
run a
with
trick
that.
play.
I know he's coming out with the Wildcat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got the Wildcat. I've seen a couple of the reverse, like the reverse,
the flea
and like
flickers.
it's like a reverse and a pitch back and then a throw, like a flea flicker type thing.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't have
got.
any of those in my playbook.
Yeah, I know it's not really my style, but I mean, it works. I guess it works in certain coverages too. I don't know. Hopefully, it's not the
Yeah,
coverages I pick. I pick a lot of cover two man. That shit should not work in cover two man. So I don't care. Baker ain't hit me with
I
that
don't think
shit.
it beats. I don't think it. I think it only beats zone.
Only
I
be
think it only
certain
beats
zones,
zone.
maybe. I bet you it
Maybe.
would break some match too. I could see it breaking match.
Yeah, because
It probably can break
match will
match.
then like well, yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let me see.
What else you got? What are the games?
We got the what is this? Ole Miss and LSU. Ole Miss is your boy Slider. He jumped from NIU. I mean,
Yeah,
to the SEC. Unranked, a decent team, but um, I put him as a
I would take
favorite, a nine
LSU.
and a half favorite. So you going LSU? You would take LSU straight up?
Are
That's
they
it.
in the who is Ole Miss the favorite?
Yeah, I put him as a 9.5 point favorite. It's at Ole
Or
Miss. It's at Ole Miss.
I just I know no one playing Slider like he could definitely win for sure. I wouldn't bank on him covering that. He also has he struggles stopping the run. So and LSU is known for just being a runner. Unless he changes game plan, I haven't got to play him yet either.
I don't know. I've seen he been passing. He been losing. And remember, he did lose a lot last year. But this year, he is 4-1. He maybe got a team he likes. Yeah, I can see LSU. That's
Yeah, I think
cool.
I'd go LSU.
And then you got Miami and Florida State. Miami 6-1, Florida State
Oh
two
my
and three.
God,
It's at Florida State. Now Miami's a
it
32
doesn't
point
matter.
dog. I mean 32 point favorite. Miami's a 32 point favorite, and he's on the
Yeah,
road. And he's on the
they
road.
gotta do something crazy like that.
But
Yeah,
because Florida State
I think
is
I still go my.
yeah, Florida State is new to the
Yeah, I
game.
think I still put my money on KG.
Yeah, I just put the numbers up there. It's probably gonna make KG play sweaty. But if I see KG crying about it, I might flip it. KG will let me know if he could do it based on the crying. He ain't crying yet, so
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
he thinks he can pull it off. So we'll see. He should be able to pull it off because
I mean, I can
Florida
see him.
State is new to the
Yeah,
game.
I can see him winning like 50-0. Yeah,
Yeah,
he can win like 50-0.
he could, especially with the little fire on him since that Florida messed up. He might really want to show up because he's been showing up on the computer now. So we'll see. This is his first, I think, user game since the Florida force law. So maybe he can try to.
Yeah,
He's trying to get back in
yeah,
the top four. All that stuff. He needs to get the style points. I don't know how the conference is going to finish, but he should. Him and Boston College probably going to be the championship game. And then we got Auburn and Arkansas. They're
probably.
both
Yeah.
one loss teams. Auburn ranked 4, Arkansas ranked 12. Auburn lost to Georgia in a blowout. Arkansas lost to Texas A&M in a close one. And yeah,
Yeah.
Last year they played, and Arkansas won. I think by a bit. But that was, or no, Auburn
Yeah.
won. Auburn they played last year, and Auburn won by a bit.
Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
but they're different teams. I think last time Auburn was at home, now Arkansas's at home. So I put Arkansas as a favorite, even though they
Yeah.
lost last time. But we'll see. I don't know.
So Arkansas is at home, and Auburn's starting a freshman quarterback. And
Yeah,
sometimes, like with the freshman quarterbacks, they're
it's no
considered
audibles.
really
Yeah, he
trash,
can't hot
and they
route at
can't
all.
audible and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I would go Arkansas. I don't know what the line is.
It's 5.5. Arkansas favorite.
Yeah, yeah. I think with being at home and Auburn starting a freshman, you go Arkansas.
Yeah, but
But
Auburn,
it'll be close. I think that's gonna be a close
it's a
game. I
good
could
game.
totally see Auburn winning.
Stylistically, yeah, I can see it. It really depends on how Arkansas plays. If he plays conservative and cheesy, he'll probably win. But if he wants to get fancy out there, Auburn gonna make him pay. Texas and Kentucky. It's at Kentucky. Um, Kentucky's ranked number 23. Texas is unranked. They've been floating around 25, in and out of the top 25. Texas has been. It's SEC, so obviously if he wins, he's probably right back in the top 25. But I got Kentucky as a favorite, and I got it at 3.5. I think Kentucky can cover. Obviously, he only plays offense, so his offense will be there, but we'll see
Yeah,
if his defense will show up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he plays a lot of like air raid style, like a lot of air raid style concepts, like a lot of mesh, a lot of mesh. So I would still go with Kentucky. I think they can cover.
Oh yeah, okay. And then we got Colorado and Utah. Haven't seen much of Utah play. Only got one loss though, number 11 team. And Colorado, number 14. He's on the road. He probably got a freshman quarterback because Sanders left. Um, he's still
Yeah,
favorite. I got him favored by 6.5. But again, Utah is at home and they should be able to win.
yeah.
Rosters are pretty similar, and he's at home. But I picked
I think I
Colorado.
was still. I think I cover. Yeah, I picked Colorado to cover.
Yeah.
That makes too much sense. At least I think he can win by at least 10 because he'll just run the ball. Like he's good enough at running to kind of neutralize the crowd effects early on,
Yeah, that's true. But
and he's not going to throw picks. I don't think.
yeah, you never know. But yeah, those are the games, and some I don't know. Some people are playing some other teams, but not really anything of importance. Oh yeah, Oklahoma and Alabama. Alabama number 3, Oklahoma number 20. He's a Madden champion, so I mean he's decent at this kind of game. But he's kind of
Oklahoma and
chilling.
Alabama.
It's at Alabama though. Alabama's got the best team, and it's at home. Um,
Oh yeah, I do Alabama. I think Alabama can win by at least three.
yeah,
What would you put to the line?
that's a tough one. I didn't even put that in the games.
Oh, all right.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think I
Alabama
agree. I
should
agree.
win. I think Alabama should win, but I don't even know. Like because if Oklahoma wants to, he can do some cheesy things. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that'll be a
I
fun
mean,
game.
he's probably a yeah. I think he's a better player, but being at the home field and the better team. That's why I would pick Bama.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's tough to stop the scrambling quarterback. Like he literally, first thing I think he looks for is to run or throw like a deep crosser, and it is tough to stop like in this game
Yeah,
because the
I
quarterbacks can
was
get out of the
seeing
pocket quickly.
the contains don't really contain.
No, no, they don't. And your spies, they can juke out your spies. They can run past your spies. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's
It's
not
tough.
as
I had to
as
deal with it against
like
Michigan.
Madden. I feel like quarterbacks feel like they're like stuck in the mud, but
Yep.
not in college. Like they can move.
Uh-huh. So that's kind of, where we at the season, and a little summary of last season. So yeah, the conferences maybe get some shakeups. I may post something in the announcements, or I may do another stream tonight with Florida, but maybe before his game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because he's got a channel set up. There's going to be a dedicated channel to STE's podcast and stuff like that. But we still haven't even done it yet. We've been talking about it for like the whole 2 months. So we'll see. That's not even for sure. I've been so busy, man, with life and everything. But and he's got
Right.
kids too, so he's got his life stuff too. We just been missing each other. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, anything
Well,
you want to
good
add
luck,
to the
everybody.
league?
I'm gonna sign out.
All right then, man. All right, you take care.
All right, later, guys.
Yep. So yeah, that was Johnny, Tennessee, number one ranked team in the land. And yeah, we'll see what goes on with the podcast, and I'll start to reveal the divisions. And obviously, I try to do what makes sense for the divisions and what people themselves want. Obviously, some people don't want to move divisions, but sometimes it makes more sense for rivalries and for user games. But yeah, until next time, guys. Signing out.